Hello, everyone. This is Varsha, and you are watching the series of success stories brought to you by Indian Achievers Forum. So, as you all know, in this segment of ours, we talk about the prominent achievers of our country who have made India proud in some way or the other. The main focus of our series is to make you all know about the success and achievements of our prominent guests. So today we have with us Mr. Rajat Johri, who is a top educator at An Academy, which is an online competitive preparation platform. He is an educator, mentor, guide from last 10 years for the aspirants preparing for UPSC Engineering Services, GATE PSU's State Engineering Services exams. He himself has served in the government of India as a Group A officer for the brief stint of 3.5 years and left the job in order to serve the society through education by making the competitive exam goal possible for the young aspirants with smart strategy and smart preparation. But before we actually start the conversation with him, let's quickly have a look at a very small video telling you about what we actually do.
Indian Achievers Forum is driven by a full-fledged advisory board. The board consists of experienced personalities who have excelled in their respective careers. Together, the forum organizes conferences, events, workshops, exhibitions, trade shows, and B2B initiatives in India as well as abroad. Where there is passion, there is achievement. And where there is achievement, there is Indian Achievers Forum.
Hello, Mr. Rajat.
Hello, hi.
All right. So, sir, I'm very keen to know that how did you actually land up to the idea of, selecting this particular sector as your profession?
Yeah, actually, I was in a job from 2011 to 2014 or 15. So during the job time, when I was in a job serving for the country in a government sector. So and parallelly, I was teaching the students. During this teaching time, I thought that this is a very right cake for me, and the job is not meant for me, and I should switch myself to the to this teaching sector in order to serve the students, in order to achieve their goals, so that they can prepare for the exam in a smart manner and by the smart strategy, and by smart strategy they can crack the goals whatever they are thinking. So finally, in 2015, somewhere about, I left the job and completely switched myself to the teaching sector.
All right. So, Mr. Rajat, what were the challenges that you have to go through in your professional journey? If you can talk about those challenges, please.
As of now, when I have entered in this sector of teaching, that is education sector, at that time there was a lot of vacancies available for the students, those who are preparing for any competitive exam. But when you see today, there are uh, a huge curtailment of the vacancies available in government sector uh, uh, for the students, those who are preparing for the competitive exams. As you must be aware that in 2020, the engineering services exam has been conducted, and the government of India has withdrawn the vacancies of Indian Railways from that exam. And Indian Railways vacancies carries about 60% of the weightage of the somewhere about 60% weightage of the total vacancies in an engineering services exam. So the number of vacancies get reduced drastically. This is the one challenge. Second is the privatization of the PSUs is continuously going on. So whatever the exam the PSU were conducting earlier, that will definitely get down, and that will not be conducted in future, because when the government of India will plan to privatize the PSUs, the private sector will not hire the employees on a regular basis. So in that case, the PSUs is we are not expecting PSUs to hire the students through competitive exam. So this is the second challenge we are facing in this profession. Third is there's a huge unemployment today in the country. When you see the unemployment, you cannot cope up the entire employment to entire competitive. You cannot cope up the students in a government sector completely. You need to have a parallel structure as a private sector. So we need to establish a certain exams where the student can have a common exam for the government vacancies and for the private vacancies. The top notch can be utilized by the government sector as they have been utilized, and the student, those who are preparing for the competitive exam and not scored well in a competitive exam, they can be hired by the private sector. Their score can be utilized by the private sector. So in such a manner, the government and the private sector should think parallelly in order to serve the society, uh, in order to provide the employment to the youngster available in this country.
Very rightly said, sir. All right. So, what exactly are the subjects that you are taking for the aspirants?
Actually, when you talk about engineering services, PSU's GATE exam, so the syllabus is certainly common. So when you prepare for these three exams, when you talk about paper one of the engineering services, that is theory of structure, RCC, steel, BMC, and construction planning management. These are the 5 to 6 subjects that I used to take. Uh, and these subjects carries a maximum weightage in examination, and this there was an interest uh, of mine in these subjects because I scored well in these subjects during the engineering services exam. So from the interest to passion, you can say I'm carrying this subject as a future option.
Amazing, Mr. Rajat. All right. So, as everyone do plans for their future, so what further plans you are having for yourself and for the organization?
Uh, my ultimate aim and ultimate objective for the future is to serve the society in any of the method, what whatever it can be possible. Like it can be through social help, like it can be through education, whatever possible goals I can have, like education uh, is the one mode where I can do good for the society. Second is helping the society in the need of the pandemic. This can be the second help I can provide. So these are the future goals to ultimately help the society.
And I wish you all the luck for all these plans of yours, Rajat. All right. So now moving ahead, what are your thoughts and views on this Atmanirbhar Bharat campaign?
As you can see me, I was in a job, right? Then I left the job and joined the premier coaching institutes like Medici, Ace Academy, and then now An Academy. I have served everywhere as a consultant, right? And this is a kind of self-employment I'm providing to myself, where I'm providing a consultancy services to these such big institutes as a teacher and earning for myself. This is a kind of a Atmanirbhar plan. This is an example of Atmanirbhar, and I can say at certain point of time in a life you need to take a risk in order to prove yourself that you can do something good for the society and for yourself.
Moving ahead, though I know it's always a wonderful feeling when we get recognitions for our work, but still, I would love to know from you that what are your feelings on winning this Indian Achievers Award?
Obviously, it is a very fine and very good feeling after having this award, and it is a good recognition in India. So definitely.
And I once again congratulate you on the achievement, Mr. Rajat. All right, so now if you can please tell us a bit about the CSR activities that you are involved in.
As far as now time is concerned, I was involved in many corporate social responsibilities like helping the slum areas in terms of their basic needs from last 2.5 years, I can say. But this activities is I always try to keep uh, hidden because any help provided to the society should not be public. But as you have asked me what help I'm providing through CSR, this is the help I'm providing to them. society.
All right. So, Mr. Rajat, before concluding our lovely session, what message or mantra or tips you would like to give to our younger generation to become successful in their careers?
There is not a one perfect definition for the successful. To be successful, you need to keep yourself active all the time. You need to find out the opportunities available around you, and whenever you find this is the right opportunity for you, just grasp it and work on it. You never know which opportunity becomes successful for you. So this is the success month I can say.
Short yet very strong message, I must say. All right. So, thank you so very much, Mr. Rajat, for being with us today. It was pleasure talking to you, and I wish you all the success for all your future endeavors too. And may you continue to inspire us the way you are doing. Thank you so
Very
much
thank
for
you.
being with us.
Very thank you. It was a nice session with you, Varsha.